Hey, this squad. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Had an interview today. I wanted y'all to see what I wore. I ain't gonna turn around because I ain't trying to show all that. But yeah, this is what I wore today, and I had some brown shoes that is in one of the Temu hauls. Go look at it. But yeah, this is what I wore today. And I felt confident, I felt good. But let me tell y'all how the devil tried to, get up here in my mind. See, once you have your mind set, can't no devil in hell change it. So one of the things that I did not want to do was cook. I've never been a cook, but I have worked the grill, and it freaked me out totally, but I did it, Thank God I knew the kids and they loved me. And they didn't care how long they waited for their food, as long as they could talk to Miss Lee. So I'm doing the interview or whatever, and I'm being my regular charming self. And the lady says, so have you cooked before? I was like, yeah, I've cooked before, but I prefer not to. And I was like, is this job a cooking job? She was like, yeah. Now, mind you, it's at a juvenile detention center, right? In my head, I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot. So I was like, no, I said, I didn't know this was a cooking job, right? So she was like, mind you, it was 3 people in there interviewing me. It was a man and 2 ladies. And she was like, it's a cooking job. She said, you didn't know it was a cooking job? I said, no, ma'am, I thought I was just going to be prepping, sweetie. So she was like, no, it's a cooking job. And I was like, well, cooking is not something I want to do, right? So I'm getting ready to, say thank y'all for y'all time, but I'm up out of here. That lady said, she said, well, you'll be cooking for 50 kids and a couple, probably like 15 to 20 staff members or whatever. I'm like, is that all? If I have a problem with that, then that's just lazy and just, I need to get out of my comfort zone and do something that, well, I did used to want to be a cook back then, but that's because the pay was good. But thank God that he made it to where I'll be able to do it. I won't freak out. And I'm just going to be cook. It's not like I'm going to be dealing with the kids or anything like that. I'm just going to be the cook. So that was nobody but God. 50 kids, that's nothing. And I'll be making, like, literally cooking everything. It's not pre-cooked like where, the schools are, you pre-cook everything. It's not like that. I would have to literally cook the food, which is still nothing. So hopefully, I'm just gonna pray. Hopefully I won't get, because I start having an anxiety attacks when I'm doing stuff, especially when it comes to watching the time. But I'm just gonna pray. And I felt so good because the devil really tried to come in and discourage me anyways. When I got up, I got dressed. I was gonna get a lift, which I did end up getting a lift, but we'll talk about that. I end up taking a lift, right? So when I got up and I got dressed and I got ready to order the lift, there was a balance on there that I needed to pay. Mind you, had nothing to do with me. I was supposed to go visit someone, and they was drunk, so they kept locking the car, unlocking it, locking the car, unlocking, locking the car. Not intentionally, like I said, it was drunk, so it ended up being a balance, because once because I got upset and I just canceled, So, when you cancel, you still pay a fee. Now, I forgot that fee was on there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had $20 on my card. I had $20 on my card, right? And I was like, not knowing how much, the lift ride was gonna be. So it's like I had to pay that 10 plus whatever the lift ride was gonna be, right? So I get frustrated and I'm looking for that person's number because I'm about to go off on this person. I'm about to cuss. I'm just about to talk bad. I'm just being honest. I was about to go in. I couldn't find the number. So I text the temp service, the lady that, interviewed me or whatever. I was like, can I reschedule because, I don't have a way. And she had texted me back, whatever she texted me back, but between me texting her, I had already made up in my mind. I was like, oh well, I'm just gonna pay this fee, and then hopefully the ride won't be that high. I had to do $10 of, cancellation fee. My ride was only $7 and something. So I ended up having enough. Now I'm gonna tell you, back in the day, I would have rescheduled that. I would have rescheduled it. Being lazy, I would have rescheduled it. But I was determined. I was like, I wanted to show God that I'm serious. Like, I'm gonna do this by any means necessary. I'm gonna get to this thing, to this interview. So I ended up going, and I just thank God that my mindset is totally different from what it used to be. Cause baby, your girl is lazy. Well, I haven't been lately, and I'm not talking about lazy as far as not doing anything. It's just that if I have an opportunity to sleep or reschedule something, I'm a procrastinator. I say that. Not now, but I was a procrastinator. So I feel so good. I'm so proud of myself for today because I'm just so shocked that I see the growth in myself. So it was a very, and then I left at 10. I left at like 9:40 something. Hold on, guys. It's 11:50 now. 11:50. So I've been gone basically almost 2 hours. And the fun thing is, where I'm at, everything is here. Like, I can walk to everything, not the job. The job, I have to catch the bus. And I have to catch the bus to work. But the bus stop is literally right across the street. And bus fare is free. I ain't gotta pay not a cent. Tell me God ain't good. Bus fare is free out here where I'm at. So until whatever happens with that, I am going to enjoy that. And then I should have just walked back to the bus stop and got on it and just rolled around. And but anyways, yeah, I just want to share what my morning was like and how the devil thought he was gonna come in and persuade me to be lazy and you can do it Monday. Child, I'm trying to help to where them people call me in and say, baby, come on in to work. And what's crazy is, as soon as I got off the bus, I was looking for where I was supposed to go take my background check at. The background check. And I'm freaking out because, of course, I'm new out here, so I get off. And I was like, okay, girl, use your map and use your common sense. I had to calm myself down because, like I said, the anxiety kicks in and it's, So I calmed myself down and I was looking at the streets and I was on the side of the street and I was like, well, hold up. I don't even see the street name that I'm supposed to be on, right? I done text the lady, the temp service lady, and asked her, where I was supposed to be, yada, yada, yada. She didn't know, so what she did was she got out the phone and she called. But during her calling and trying to get this information for me, I walked down to the end of the street because I noticed the street wasn't the street that I needed to be on. And when I walked to the corner, because I was wondering, well, you know how the streets be like this, that'd be the name of the street you're on, and then this going this way. So when I walked to the corner, This street is the street that I needed to be on, which I was right there. All I had to do was cross the street, go to the corner, cross the street, and walk down maybe about 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, maybe, if that long. It was about 10 minutes, and I was right there. So today just been, I know it may not seem a lot to some people, but when you're used to depending on people and you have to do it for yourself. See, I'm used to calling mom and mama come pick me up and take me to my interviews and take me to where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to calling this person and calling that person, and now I'm in a spot in the area to where I have to depend on myself. Now my daughter is, but there's days, she gonna have to be to work early. Like today she was at work early, so I was like, man, I'm gonna miss out on this. And then I had to think, are you really ready to step out on faith and try to do this by yourself? And that's what I did. With God's help, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. If y'all could just feel the feeling that I have, I'm about to cry. I'm about to do everything, because it's a lot when you just really have to trust God. I'm in this position where I really have to trust Him. And I am enjoying this journey so far. I am just enjoying this journey. And it's a daily prayer that I know I'm going to have life struggles. I know stuff going to come up on me. I know these trials and tests going to be, boy, banging. But I still want to have peace, and I still want to have a smile on my face, knowing that I'm going to be victorious, because I'm going to put it in His hands. You know what? All I do is talk about God now, which is a good thing. I'm just saying, I'm noticing, like I said, it's like everything that aggravated me about my mama, don't get me wrong. It's like every time you talk to her, it's like you gotta put God in it. I'm like, God, we used to be like, man, mama, I mean, we know that already. We don't gotta hear it all the time. But I understand where she comes from now. You cannot go through life without a conversation about God, about bringing Him up. You just can't. Especially if you grew up in church and you know the way and you know your Bible. So, yeah. So today is a pretty good day. And baby, I rushed to, I was going to wait till my daughter got off. To go do that, to go do my background check. But I was like, no, I'm not going to wait till she get off. What if it closed early? Because I didn't know what time it closed or anything. And I had to go to the courthouse, so I don't know what time they close or anything. So I was like, okay, get your butt off this bus. You know it's downtown. You live downtown, so apparently it's around here. Even if you get lost, you know what I'm saying, you still where you live. You know what I'm saying? You still where, you'll be able to find it. If you walk this whole thing, you're going to end up back to where, you live. So I put that map on, because I'm bad at maps, walking with the maps and stuff. It was like a breeze today. Like I didn't have no problems. So I got off that bus and I was like, let me go. Because here's the crazy part. Where I got off the bus at, I was going to have to pass it to get to where I needed to be anyways. Where I stayed, I was going to have to pass the courthouse and stuff to get to work. So I'm like, God, you sure are good. He's like lined everything up. Because when I got out from the interview and I walked right across the street. See, the thing about the bus stops out here, it's like if you miss a bus, and I didn't know what time the bus came anyway, because I wasn't getting on the bus. That wasn't my plan. Well, it was my plan for when I left the interview. I didn't want to go there on the bus because I didn't know what time it came. So I was like, when I get out of here, I'm just sit at the bus stop, and whatever time it come. So it happened to be a young man sitting on the bus stop, and I saw him stand up, and I looked down. I'm talking about, I'm just getting out from the interview, y'all. I'm just leaving the interview. So I walk, down, and I'm going across the street, and I see him stand up, and there I look over, and the bus is coming.
He had everything lined up for me today. The bus was coming. So before I got on though, just to make sure, I asked the young man, I was like, the buses are free, right? He was like, yeah. So God he just lined everything up for me today. And when he lines things up perfectly for you like that, you know it's for you. I know this job is going to be challenging for me, and it may not be. It may not be. And forgive me, God, for even speaking it into existence, but I'm speaking on how I am. So what I'm going to do is pray for patience and to help me learn how to deal with people, talk to people, and not be sarcastic and smart mouthed and stuff, because I really don't try to, but it's just, who I am. It's like I said, I don't mean to be sarcastic all the time. It just comes out like that. But I'm asking God to fix that too, because I don't want to offend people, because I just got a smart mouth, or I'm just being sarcastically joking or whatever. But yeah, guys, y'all know what I did last night? I'm hairy, so I finally found the thing. Let me show y'all. I saw somebody shaving their face, like the hairs with this last night, and I got it. And for the first time in 46 years of living, my face is smooth. Because I've always been like, the little fuzzes. Yeah, so that was cool to do that yesterday. So y'all stay tuned for more blessings. And I just had to come on here and share this with you guys and make a video before I went to sleep. See, I can go to sleep now because I done did everything I was supposed to do today. So it's all right for me to go to sleep now. I will not feel bad going. So until next time, thank you for subscribing, those that have subscribed to me. Okay, now 350 before on April 25th. I'm counting on you guys. Go watch them videos that you haven't watched. And if you didn't like them, put in the comment why you didn't like them. Put in the comment, because remember, I'm new to this. So let me know what I can do differently and all that. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Bye, guys.